SQ. Now this is a group of guys, you see all of them watching their video up on the main monitor behind them. Now you see Mason at the end, he's the veteran, but the other three guys really broke out last year through our amateur combines. Now they're sitting on the main stage. They will be pros this season for sure. Lethal, I saw him in the venue at 8 a.m. this morning. He only got 2 hours of sleep because he's been so excited for this matchup. They've been shocking everyone all week, and they started with the 3-0 sweep of Final Boss on Friday, and since then, they have not looked back.
Yeah, well, this is the happiest team in the venue, and they have a big reason to. Everyone doubted them, including us. I'll admit it. We had no idea you would beat Final Boss, but you proved us wrong, and you guys haven't looked back like you said. This team is playing incredible. Neighbor isn't even the main slayer. Lethal is, which took off a huge relief from him.
Yeah, I got to say, so far this tournament, this has been by far my favorite team to watch. Some of these guys, not household names for the Halo viewers out there, but these guys are playing some sick Halo. They each can do whatever it takes to win.
All right, well, one of these teams will advance to our finals, and they may take home this trophy, beautiful trophy. Thank you guys for putting that together for us, League Operations. It's time to get our winners bracket started. Here we go. We are kicking it off with our winners bracket finals, game type number 1, capture the flag on Sanctuary. I love this crowd in Dallas right now.
Did you hear that?
Let's say no to status quo. I'm loving it. All right, we are kicking this one off with Neighbor. As we touched on in the pregame, Neighbor no longer the main slayer for this team. He is actually going to be running a lot of objectives. He's going to let Lethal get that sniper. But look at this. It looks like they are going to switch up their strategy for the first time here on Sanctuary. We're going to see Neighbor get the sniper at the start of the game, and he charges immediately to the rocks, but safely is going to move back into ring 2 after missing his shot.
Well, this is exactly how he used to play back in Halo 2. He used to be extremely aggressive and always caught me off guard every time I played him on this Sanctuary map.
All right, we have a sniper in the hands of Ace over there for status quo. On our screen, we have Neighbor, but Lethal has the rockets, and he's pushing into the SQ base here. I'd love to go to Lethal's screen when we get a chance, Genius. Neighbor looking around. The jump-ups could not find a Neighbor, put a few shots at him, and now he's going to run back towards his ring 1. You see the flag moving ring 1. They need to pick up a few kills, though. All 4 members of status quo are alive, but Lethal, with those rockets, pushed into the status quo base, and it's going to get this flag all the way back to his capture point. Almost going to get it in. He's about a foot away. Can anyone from this Impact squad get back in time? It looks like we have Adrenaline on our screen, and he is going to make his way in there. Neighbor coming up from behind, and the flag is going to be captured. So once again, Impact is going to be the first to draw blood. They're up 1-0 in the game.
Yeah, and I love the way Impact played that first cap. They saw an opening, and you could see Lethal, even with the rockets, a weapon no other player usually would pick up, or no one would grab the flag. He decided to do a great job, ran it bottom middle, easy cap for Impact.
Neighbor with the rockets now only had 1 rocket, but he makes it into a double kill, and now he has been tripled. That's going to get the crowd behind him. He's got his overkill in front of him, and Ace stayed alive just long enough for him not to get the overkill medal. If he did, they would have had even more momentum.
Well, look at this. They're running a second flag, and that first flag, status quo should have been able to stop because they had all 4 alive. I'm not sure what they're doing right now, but if they don't wake up, they're going to lose this game quickly.
Yeah, it is game 1, so they might just have to shake it off, get their things in order. We've seen status quo go down early, but come firing right back.
Yeah, we have status quo, a great team, but plays a lot on momentum. In order for them to win the game, they're going to need to start getting these kills on Impact, start turning the momentum in their favor. But we've seen Impact come out really strong before, especially last night in the winter semis. They came out capping 3 quick times in Countdown CTF. that really propelled them to a series win.
Neighbor is on your screen right now here from Impact. The veteran went pro in 2005, fan favorite since 2008 when he really broke out with straight Rippin. Then he's been on a number of teams since then, guys. He's been on Final Boss, he's played with Triggers Down, he's been on Instinct. Basically any team that you're familiar with in Halo history here at MLG, Neighbor's played with them at one point.
And he's a great player to pick up. It's just, he's a player who has to be comfortable throughout it. Ever since he left straight Rippin and joined Final Boss, he hasn't got that comfortable feeling. But as you can see on this team, this is the happiest Neighbor we've seen, and he's making big plays already.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Well, I was going to say that even though he was on all of those different teams, the major thing with Neighbor is the fact that he needs to find, like you said, Scott, his comfort zone. With this new team, I'm thinking he doesn't feel any sort of the pressure he was on any of those other big-name squads.
Yeah, he seems to be getting along great with these young guys on this Impact lineup. Right now, we saw Adrenaline using the rocket, trying to keep that flag alive. Remember, there's no touch return on Sanctuary. The only way to get that flag back to your base is by the timer. If the flag is not touched, is it 10 or 15?
15 seconds,
That's
Chris.
what I thought. Wanted to make sure I'm perfect tonight. If it's not touched in 15 seconds, the flag will return on its own. And Adrenaline taking some really sneaky routes here, guys. We saw him break out on the Combine last year. He's got a great shot, and from what we saw last night, he's not necessarily going to be at the top of the leaderboard every game, but he's never going to let you down. Very consistent player.
I love how the way he's playing. Now, as soon as I saw that sniper drop, my first instinct was, okay, Adrenaline's going to go and pick it up. But he knows that if Lethal or Neighbor or even Amish gets the sniper, they have the potential to take the game over. Great heads-up play, extremely selfless player. Adrenaline, welcome to the top 4. Top 3, actually. Winners finals.
Guaranteed top 3 at this point. We got Neighbor in the base. He has a flag out here from Impact.
Flag drop.
Neighbor chasing down players, so he's just going to pull the flag, using that as a distraction. Right now, Lethal trying to protect the Impact flag. Enable from Status Quo and Flamesword converge on Lethal, though he's going to be taken down. Let's go back to the red team. Flamesword's running this one in.
Flamesword did an incredible play right there. He was the original player on Status Quo running that flag capture, but he knew that he was going to be in trouble, decided to double back into the ring and come all the way around for the back snack and the easy flag cap.
Flamesword putting in the first flag for SQ. It's all tied up 1-1. And as we see here, Flamesword is the best communicator on this team. He won Best Leader in 2010, voted on by the rest of the pros in the league. And he's kind of like a player coach. A lot of people compare him to Walshy, but I think he's even better than Walshy ever was as a player coach in game.
Yeah, for sure. The one thing he talks about that's most important is he's always mentioning whether or not he has a player's help or not. That's the major thing. A lot of players, they'll communicate, they'll call out where the other person is. They'll say one shot here, this shot here. Flamesword, his communication is much more important. He talks about, hey, I have your help. Push back. I'm going to be here for you. That's the kind of things you want to know when you're on a team.
Status Quo unable to lock down the power weapons. Finally, I see Enable with the sniper in his hands, and Flamesword going for those new rockets. He knows there was a lot of Impact members moving in on him. He was able to shoot the rocket, picking up the double, and now Enable firing that rocket, able to stay alive. He's on a spree, and he had a sniper that he dropped for these rockets. As we talk to the pros, rockets always more important than the snipe.
I'm not sure how Enable stayed alive there, but I think he's figured out the rocket splash perfectly here, guys. Take notes on these last 2 kills. He didn't even barely take any damage on that second kill.
I love how he just turns his head. He like shoots it and whips his head to the side, avoiding all the splash damage, sprinting away. And now you got Enable pushing into the base. If he can beat Adrenaline here, they have an opportunity at a flag cap. Ace is behind Adrenaline on a pinch. All 3 members of Status Quo. You see Flamesword finishing it off with the green gun, picking up the kill on Adrenaline. Now they're going to be moving that flag. Nice job by Lethal to stay alive, though. He was the last one alive. Stopped the flag momentarily. Now poking out in his courtyard, putting heavy shots on it. Looked like Ace, but Enable's going to be able to keep this flag moving.
And this is going to be the second successful flag run we've seen go through the courtyard. Status Quo so far is the only team who's effectively run the other team's flag through their courtyard. I think I like it better than Roxy.
Yeah, one of the main things about running that flag through the courtyard is if they get the kills at the sniper spot or the sniper side of the map, they're going to know the other team's spawning in the rocks, which means that courtyard is going to be open. This is just Status Quo knowing the spawn system.
Triple kill out of Lethal here, guys. He is going off right now.
Flag dropped.
He's going for his fourth, but Assault is going to end his little spree. We got Amish on the carbine. We got a player with the jetpack, and what are you pointing at, Scott?
Adrenaline's running in the flag right now. Chris, he's got it all the way to his sniper. He's going to be right through the jetpack. He's going to get this flag in.
Yeah, I think it's safe. Lethal cleared the way with that triple kill. The rest of his teammates are there to back him up, and Adrenaline is going to be able to put this one in.
Yeah, but right here, you're going to have to see the Impact's going to have to be careful because Status Quo made a mad dash to the Impact base and are running a flag of their own.
Enable running this flag through the shoddy side. It looks like we got a counter cap out of Status Quo. Neighbor running a counter cap of his own. Now remember, you don't need your flag at home to score here on Sanctuary, so if Neighbor gets this back before Nable's able to put it in, they'll just win the game, even if Nable is able to put it in. So Status Quo needs to focus more on defense than offense, but Lethal has another triple, and he just got the extermination. All 4 members dead. Lethal doing it all, and Adrenaline's putting it in. Adrenaline taken out. Amish is lining up. Meanwhile, you are watching Lethal just slay everything, and that is going to be the game. Wow. 3-1. Impact scoring 3 flags, all 3 sparked by Lethal's amazing slaying.
Have to say, Lethal is impressive after that series. An extermination, multiple triple kills, 27 and 15, a plus 12. Wow.
Yeah, talk about carrying his team right in that game. I'm surprised how fast that Sanctuary CTF game went. Usually these games starting to go into about the full 15 minutes, usually not to the 3 caps. But that game, both teams charging and running flags as fast as they possibly could.
Absolutely love what we saw out of Impact there. You know, I thought at some point they're going to slow down. And when I saw Lethal up this morning, I was like, this kid is totally going to burn out before his match even starts at 3-something. No, I was way off. 27 kills in game 1. Lethal, keep it up, buddy. I love watching your screen. In fact, I want to start your screen off with our next game. We're going into Team Slayer on, what do we got?
Nexus.
Nexus, is it? It's going to be fantastic. We saw Warriors and Final Boss go basically back and forth all the way on this game type. Cannot wait to see how Status Quo plays against Impact. I expect to see a lot of rushing.
I expect to see a slower pace game once we get around mid-30s.
All right, well, it's time for game number 2. Let's check out the map. Team Slayer on Nexus. All right, we are watching Lethal here. He just dropped 27. How many can he drop in a game to 50? This is going to be awesome.
I'm going to go with 20 here. We saw Snakebite do it today. I think Lethal's got the potential to drop 20 kills here, but I'm expecting the Status Quo rebound. Ace, he was kind of shaky off the beginning. The DMR, not exactly the best, very spammy. I think it's Ace's turn to step up. It was his birthday yesterday. He needs to be playing better today.
All 8 of these players deserving to be highlighted. We're focusing on Lethal just because he's got the flashy plays, but, you know, a lot of those kills were sparked by Amish, Acorns, Adrenaline, and Neighbors' help. All kinds of teamwork from this Impact team. But on the other side, wearing red today, we have a team that has all of their career success based on their teamwork and communication. Status Quo, one of the most well-rounded squads out there, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. Like we mentioned earlier, top 20 in stats, not a single person. Enable coming in actually at number 21 right now in kill-death ratio. But the major thing with the Status Quo team is their communication and teamwork. That's how they've been winning games in Halo 3 and now in Halo Reach.
Status Quo getting all the power weapons at the start of this game. We have Enable rocking the grenade launcher. Ace has the sniper rifle. We got Lethal beating down Enable, though. Nice push by Adrenaline and Lethal to pick up the grenade launcher. Now we got Lethal on a flank here. Tim, you see that red X? That was Adrenaline. He was trying to push from the opposite way. Lethal comes in with the flank, but they trade 2 for 1. Not that good of a trade, if you ask me. And look at Ace right now, guys. Dropping the doubles, picking up headshots with that sniper. There's that spam battle, and he's getting assisted by Assault. Assault basically saved his life there.
Exactly the player I said needs to step it up this game, and he's doing just that. Ace is playing very well right now, and he's pretty much the anchor for his team by having that sniper at the base.
Yeah, the birthday boy really coming in clutch here for Status Quo, kind of building a 5-kill lead here. But I'm thinking this game is going to start slowing down real soon. We're now in the winner's bracket finals. Both these teams know exactly what's at stake, and neither one's going to want to be rushed into making a move.
Ace doing big work there with the help of Assault. They take down Neighbor, and now this is what we saw Soul do when they came back against Dynasty and Team Slayer. They kept swapping sides of the map. They would wait for their opponent to push up a little bit, put all kinds of pressure on them, and then just sprint to the other side.
That's a pretty good strat because the spawns are quite random in here, but you can figure them out just like every other map. So you got to keep the other team on your toes. But the player who I'm watching right now who needs to step it up is Neighbor. Neighbor's taking very predictable routes down to that grenade launcher, and he's just trying to make things happen that aren't there. So he just needs to take his time. He should be all right.
7-kill lead now for Status Quo as we switch our screen over to Neighbor. You see him working with his teammate. It looks like Lethal was there for a second. Lethal's going to dip out, but Adrenaline's going to make a push from top mid, it looks like. And I kind of love the positioning of Impact here. They're baiting Adrenaline. That's going to allow Neighbor to push out. Unfortunately, Neighbor's taken down, but Lethal is going to get 2 kills, avenging the death. And now he's finishing off the 3rd one on Ace.
Well, the major thing that I think Status Quo has been doing great in this game so far is controlling that sniper area. Right now, it's under the control of Impact. But so far, it seems that the area where the sniper is, or what we are going to call the sniper wall, is the main focus of this map.
Yeah, we really saw that was the key area of focus of contention, basically, between Final Boss and Warriors. You had players on both sides of that wall just waiting to make a push, using all kinds of teamwork. Right now, we have a big lead by Status Quo. They're up to 4 kills now. It was about 6 a second ago, and I'd love to go back over to Red when we get a chance. Chris, who's doing work for SQ?
Well, right now, it kind of seems very even. They're all doing a great job baiting and switching with each other, kind of going in, especially with this sniper area, going in, taking a few shots, backing out, and letting their teammate come in for finishing the kills. But what I love right now about Status Quo is that they're not sitting back and waiting on this map. They know that if they sit back, they've seen other teams come back. They don't want that happening with Impact.
Holding on to a 4-kill lead. I'd love to crank up the Astro A40s as we listen in with Status Quo.
I'm gonna help you guys. I'm helping him. I'm on Red 2. They have a sniper. Watch connected. Red window. Hey, Blue, I just got a hit. Blue shotgun. I got hit from my connector or something. I got one. Watch Blue slide cuts in front of Blue. He's going guys. He's going right. He's got snipe. He's on snipe. I got him. Nice. Stay alive. He's not snipe. He was on snipe. Yeah, you got him. I'm at snipe, guys. We have a new, I'm at snipe. They have snipe, though. They have snipe. They have a snipe. I think he's at red. Help each other. Watch red. Don't poke out. Yeah, red plat right now. Red plat right now. Red plat? Red window. Sniper behind you right now. Please do in the hysteria thing. Well, I think you. Do not let it go. Red plat right now. Red plat. Blow it up now. I think they're named from Blue Slide or something. Or right side. Oh fuck, I'm one shot. I push. I'm watching connector. Tunnel. All connector guys, all connector right now. No shield, red flat. One shot in tunnel. Got him. I'm pushing it. Guys, watch. I'm watching blue. I'm blue. 40 seconds for new weapons. I don't see him. Alright, there's a guy sniped. There's a guy in tunnel. I hear someone. Alright, red plat was sniped, I think. I'm pretty sure he's like red. He's in that little. I got sniped. Like, watch connector. I hear watch connector. Watch tunnel. Red flat. Two of them. There's 2 red flat. I'm going connector. I think I might have hit him. Check. 3 down. He's one shot. Front of King. He's one shot, guys. He's one shot. Red flat. Do not rush. Watch the blue. They spawn blue. One shot. Blue slide. Watch snipe. Also, guys snipe. He's looking at you guys. My plat. Watch out. He's in connect. He's one shot for the blue guys. One shot. He's snipe. Also snipe. 2 at snipe. He's blue one. He's blue one. This guy is 2 at snipe. Blue flat. I'm trying to this guy. Yeah. He's one shot. Let's make sure you get him. Top mid. One shot neighbor. One shot Jekyll. One shot. Leave top mid. Jekyll's one shot at snipe. I got snipe. Leave this still at snipe. Don't die. One down. No one at snipe. I'm here, man. I'll push the top Jekyll, guys. I'm pushing top. I'm going to strike for a second. Right two right now. Go. One shot. He's dead. Red flag, guys. Top Jekyll. He's front of red, guys. Top Jekyll. Red one. Red one.
Back red, I think.
One shot. One shot, red flag.
Snipe cuts as well.
They're both hurt. They're both red snipe. Mike, watch blue, Mike.
Connector to the red. I'm charging top red. Amish is weak.
Red flag, guys.
Red
two, guys. Red two.
Watch no one in red. I'm holding blue. I'm holding
Red one. Neighbor.
Keep running. Red back red. Top Jekyll.
One shot. Weapons this minute. Weapons this minute.
Top Jekyll coming to me at snipe.
I'm holding Jekyll, guys, right now, gentlemen.
I'm gonna shoot top Jekyll.
Two in tunnel, guys.
Weak weak in tunnel. Weak in tunnel. Where you at?
I have grenade launcher. Nice, let's go. Keep it up.
Blue Jekyll slide weak.
I'm going for
I'm staying alive. I'm running back.
Top Jekyll, guys. I'm running to Aaron watch.
Snipes up.
I'm one shot, guys. Aaron watch.
Top Jekyll. They're rushing in. Behind you.
No shield. One shot in the rocks. In tunnel. I got 6 more. Guys,
one shot in the rock.
Guys, stop. Guys, stay a minute.
Weapons are coming up.
Aaron, run back. Get back.
Red snipe line. Red snipe line.
Snipe, guys.
Watch connectors for me, someone.
I am.
Weapons up.
On, Mike. I got nades on.
Snipe. Blue side.
I'm name snipe.
Shoot him. I got one. Back up. To the left.
45-40, status quo, 5 kills away, 10 kills away for Impact. And Ace has really stepped up his game like he asked for, Scott.
Yeah, and he's done a great job, and mainly because of the leadership of Flamesword here. You hear Flamesword in that Astro listen and say, guys, they're weak, just push right now, and Ace is doing just that.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the way that Status Quo is baiting and switching right now. You can see that as soon as they start getting him weak, they're taking their last guy, sending him around in a weird way just to finish up those double kills and going 2 for 1 in this game.
But I don't like what I'm seeing right now. It is a stall out. Everyone not moving. Whenever we've seen a team come back from behind, it's because the other team that was up just stopped moving around.
Well, the thing is this game's kind of been like this the whole time, except Status Quo's doing a good job at just as soon as they make one person weak, they just do a full-out team charge. They position themselves very, very well.
Lethal throwing a grenade at the wrong time there. Had his sights lined up as a player just peeked out. I believe it was Assault. Lethal, though, has that evade, and that's going to allow him to get into different angles with his sniper rifle. 45-40, all kinds of fires going on around the map, but no one's dying. Finally, Acorn is going to be taken out by Status Quo. And Naval goes down as well. Flamesword charges into the rocks and picks up number 47. Lethal trying to stay alive. Let's go back to the red team here as they're finishing strong. And Naval coming off the respawn has Amish Acorns in front of him. Ace has that sniper rifle, and Assault is positioned perfectly top middle to do some damage. But there you see Neighbor coming right up behind him for the beatdown. 48-43. Flamesword and Enable and all kinds of fire going on over there. Ace trying to get an angle to help out. Missing Neighbor there for number 50. Player hiding behind the rock. Uh-oh. Lethal through the smoke, staying alive. Cleat putting shots at him, and finally he is going to go down to Enable's DMR. So Nexus, guys, really has shown to be the longest Team Slayer map we have. Just so many places that you can set up. Status Quo showing that they had superior setups and teamwork in that one. And my favorite part of it was listening in when Cleat, that's Assault, using that grenade launcher and Flamesword saying, blow it up now. These guys have practiced it, and it showed Status Quo is going to take game number 2. It's all tied up 1-1. Game number 3, Assault, is coming up after this. Back coming up next, but first we have a special word from CEO of MLG, Sundance D. Giovanni.
Joining me in the booth is Sundance D. Giovanni, Major League Gaming CEO, for a quick announcement.
I wanted to personally offer my sincere apologies surrounding the disappointing broadcast of our Dallas Pro Circuit event. There's simply no excuses for our technological mistakes and our inability to deliver the live streams of the competition as we promised. Your ongoing involvement and support of competitive gaming should be rewarded, and you deserve an uninterrupted viewing experience. I feel as though I've personally let you down. Despite numerous attempts to repair the issues throughout the weekend, we simply were unable to find a solution to the extensive problems. Our plan to deliver 4 live streams in both standard and high quality was ambitious, and our tech team was not as prepared as they should have been. Our tech team has been working tirelessly on a number of fixes, going so far as bringing in a new router from Houston to replace the venue's infrastructure, which we installed after gameplay finished last night, and then tested all morning. Unfortunately, our solution did not work, and we opted to move all streams to standard quality only. Due to the inconvenience, those that purchased MLG high-quality passes can opt for a full refund or a free pass for the MLG HQ for a future Pro Circuit event. Refunds and pass credits will be accommodated next week, and further instructions will be provided in the coming days. We remain fully committed to bringing you high-quality and standard-quality streams of our future Pro Circuit events and are doing everything possible to ensure that this never happens again. In the coming weeks, we'll be evaluating everything that happened this weekend and bringing in the most talented tech experts to determine the solution. We know that you deserve the best broadcast possible, and we want to bring that to you. I can't thank you enough for your continued patience. We'll provide updates about future events in the coming days. In the meantime, we still have the world's best players competing in their final matches of the tournament tonight, so please stay tuned and enjoy.
Alrighty, so thank you, Sundance, guys. It's such a bummer to see Sundance so bummed out over these tech issues we've been struggling with all Dallas long. But don't worry, guys. We're going to get it fixed for you in Dallas. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully you guys keep a hold of that HQ passes. It's going to be a great event. But right now, we are in Dallas, Texas, and we have to talk about game number 3 coming up right now. It's going to be Neutral Bomb on Zealot. Let's take a look at the map. So here we go. If you're just joining us, Impact 1, game number 1, led by 27 kills from Lethal. And game number 2, though, Status Quo showed a team effort to take Team Slayer on Nexus. Now we're seeing the first Assault game of MLG Championship Sunday here on Zealot. Guys, talk to me about this game type. How's it work?
Well, pretty much, Chris. Besides just the obvious of just putting the bomb in the base, the key is you got to control the landings. We've stressed it all weekend long. If you don't have control of the other team's landing, don't even bother bringing the bomb in. It always leads to disaster.
Right now we have Assault on our screen talking to Status Quo Captain Flamesword. He said, I was like, who gets the power weapons for your team? He said, well, it's a toss-up between Enable and Ace for the sniper, but we always let Assault get the noob tube, as he calls it. It's a grenade launcher because he's so good with it.
Yeah, certain players are really going to start to excel with different weapons, and Assault seems to have found the key of using the grenade launcher. As you can see, as you said earlier, there is a key on the left side where it says 1. As soon as it hits X, you know you're getting a kill. Assault finding his weapon in Halo Reach already.
You're going to do some damage with that gun, and we have the first bomb of the game being brought in by Flamesword. It looks like he was unable to plant it. Assault tried to do it all on his own, but no help on that side of the map. He's going to be taken out. Meanwhile, though, we have Enable holding on to control of the power weapon, the sniper here. He's got 2 bullets left, and he's sitting on top of Red Landing.
And even though they're still in the series 1-1, Enable's been very quiet, which is unlike Enable to do so because he's the big player for this team.
Yeah, especially in this map right here. This is kind of Enable's style of map. He loves to run around, be flanking. His shooting ability really, really excels on a map like this. If Status Quo wants to win, he needs to start stepping up.
Couldn't agree more. Lethal got it. We got a bomb arm here by Amish.
Amish is going to put down the bomb real quick here for Impact. Can they protect it? That is the question.
Well, they got the landing secure, and Amish is actually going to move to gold.
I'm going to say that's almost a perfect setup right here from Impact. Amish holding the Status Quo landing, allowing his teammates to kind of just fend off whoever's going to try to disarm that bomb, and a quick and early plant here by Impact.
And now we have a 3. It was 3 down momentarily there for Impact. Now it looks like they're all coming up. But I was going to say, Status Quo looks like they're pushing out of the map, and they're kind of getting control. Enable doing some skeet shooting on dead bodies.
He's just getting warmed up. That's the reaction. That's the beauty of Astro A40s, because you can hear anyone hit those lefts.
We got the lineup shot, took 3, but the third one counted, taking down Lethal. Now you see Aaron, that is Ace, and Mike, that's Flamesword. They're pushing in over at the Spiral. They're trying to get this bomb plant, trying to tie up the score here at 1-1. Remember, in Assault, it's the first team to 5. That's the gun I wanted. Gets the no-scope. Looks like Assault is going to finish off the kill, and now they have the arm trying to dodge some nades. Great job by Enable to evade out of danger here. Now they just need to protect this bomb for 10 more seconds.
I think Enable was trying to look for the bomb at first there.
He definitely was, but it looks like right here, again, a perfect setup now by Status Quo. They had the entire Impact team on spawn and knew they were going to be spawning under the base. Easy plant.
Okay, Enable's like, I'm going to run forward. Oh, 2 guys spawn up there. I'm dipping back down, bottom middle. And now seeing them all run towards goal, he's going to come up here on a flank. Right now, we're watching some perfect gameplay out of Enable. He is playing these situations perfectly.
I have no idea what just happened right there. I'm pretty sure he just got meleeed,
dude.
It is possible the Impact player thought he was dead as he rolled out of there. But a great play by Enable, using that evade to its maximum potential.
Enable chucking some long-range grenades. All players from Impact pushing on health back. You see Neighbor versus Enable. Enable's going to clean up the easy kill. Neighbor was injured. Now he's in position to clean up another one on Adrenaline. Quite the spree from Enable so far. And it looks like we have another evade in the hands of Assault this time. And the bomb back in Status Quo possession. Neighbor tried to get it out, but the bomb did not go over the ledge, did it?
Regardless, it was a huge play by Neighbor right there just to stop the bomb arm, buy his team time in order to try to set up some defense.
Great plays by Neighbor all weekend long. I couldn't have predicted that.
I know. We always used to think of him as the sniper. He's going to be the main slayer sneaking around the map. He has done more objectives this tournament than I swear I've seen ever in my life from this kid, playing fantastic support play and objective play.
I had to give a huge shout out to Elamite Warrior during his series versus Final Boss. I've never seen more bombs being thrown out on this map. Amazing defense, and Neighbor trying to live up to what his former teammate used to do. It's Elamite Warrior here, or excuse me, it's Assault on your screen though right now, and he's got the noob tube once again, guys, pushing up towards the health packs. Chris, what is going on over here with Status Quo? They have complete control of the power weapons still and map control.
Yeah, right now we've got Ace actually arming the bomb. Assault is doing a great job controlling that noob tuber grenade launcher, and the rest of the team going landing. They're allowing Assault to kind of do his own thing on the health back side. Great strategy here by Status Quo.
Disarm from Neighbor once again. He was right there with Amish Acorns. They're going to get the easy disarm. And now Amish has the bomb in his hands. Neighbor going to relocate through the holograms over to Red Health Pack.
And it looks like this Impact squad just does a really good job at not letting Status Quo get that bomb in as when they're all 4 down. For some reason, Status Quo cannot convert on these bomb arms, even though it looks like they clearly have complete control over the map.
Knowing that Flamesword's coming off the respawn, listening to the coach, I love this play from Impact so far. Neighbor looked, caught off Flamesword, and now he's going to be pushing under the base on an injured Ace.
Yeah.
I loved it, Ron.
Questionable play there, though, by Neighbor. He knew the rest of Status Quo was most likely going to be spawning under there. I think it was a little bit greedy, but then again, a great distraction, and his team just got a plan.
I was going to say, Chris, while he was doing all that, Adrenaline was able to just walk in, get a simple bomb plant, but then everyone from Impact kind of just dipped out and didn't protect that bomb plant, so all that effort that Adrenaline just put in was for waste.
That's going to happen sometimes, especially in this game type, but, I mean, they need to be on top of that. This is the winner's bracket final. They can't slouch, especially against a team like Status Quo. If you let this team get into a rhythm, they're going to walk away with this game with ease.
Again, Neighbor planting the bomb. You said it time and time again, he's normally the main slayer. It seems right now on Impact, though, he's doing almost everything for his team.
Lethal on our screen. Now you're watching Neighbor with that green gun. Great transitions, genius. I love the third person to first person. Ace is going to get a pummel, though, on Neighbor. And I'd love to go back over with the newly 18-year-old. Ace turning 18 last night. Once again, happy birthday, Ace. And Ace is going to go for the bomb here. It looks like he's got another player in front of him. And Nable's going to pick up the kill on grenades from on Adrenaline there, excuse me. Scott, what's up?
I'm just saying, it's finally starting to see that the status quo teamwork is finally coming into play. You saw right there, Ace clearly should have lost that battle, but he got a nade from Enable, who was actually in a fight at that instance. Enable turns, throws grenade, and helps out his teammate. You can't say enough about that play.
Status Quo just showing superior teamwork out of all the teams competing on the pro circuit. These guys have been playing, I think, probably the longest. They started last season together, still sticking together here in 2011.
Yeah, for sure, and that's definitely going to come into play. The chemistry they've already built in Halo 3 kind of showing now in this new game here in Reach. And on top of that, they all seem to be very good friends in and out of the game. We've stressed this importance before back last year, but that's got to be a huge thing. As soon as you start doubting a player on your team, that's going to be the downfall of you guys.
We got 2 players pushing in. You see the bomb. That is going to be in the hands of, it looks like, Flamesword. Mike is going to move that bomb in. Assault going to be taken down over, down, bottom, middle. Meanwhile, Ace still sniping on our screen. Going for the no-scope. That's a dubski. And the bomb is planted. So triple kill, making the overkill extermination. Ace, thank you for the bomb plant. That's a guaranteed.
Wow. Incredible play by Ace.
Happy birthday.
He lined up for him just for that. He was like, here's your birthday present.
Yahtzee. All right, here we go, guys. 2-2 as Status Quo ties it up. Impact keeping the pressure on him, though, as Status Quo is set up all top middle. Neighbor doing what we saw on Sanctuary. Get the objective away from your opponent. If they're all going one direction, go the opposite. I love the way Neighbor's playing so far this event. He tossed the bomb through the lip, then came up on a flank. He's just doing everything right, in my opinion. And now check the flank out Neighbor is taking here. He's going all the way up around. He's going to get the health pack, going to work with Adrenaline. Adrenaline's going to drop down. Neighbor's going to try and bait and switch, but he got caught on a ledge as Ace cleans up the kill. 2 down for Impact, all 4 alive for Status Quo, and Ace now is going to be moving this bomb for Status Quo, but we're jumping on board with Flamesword.
Yeah, Flamesword's actually been playing great Halo here. He keeps seeing him coming behind this entire Impact squad, picking up an easy double kill right there. But the thing is, I wanted to talk about, it seems that both these teams, even though it's a back-and-forth game, are taking advantage of their opportunities. Usually we'll see a back-and-forth game with the bomb not necessarily move too much in either direction. This game, it seems it's constantly going back and forth to each other's bases.
These teams are executors. You know, a lot of teams we've seen them just kind of put in place strategies, but we've never seen teams really execute the way that Status Quo and Impact have all tournament long. These guys have gone over these strategies in practice, and come tournament time, they are executing them to perfection.
I just like the importance they put on the bomb here. Like you said, they're always bringing it in, but notice how as soon as the other one team gets the bomb in the other team's base, that they get it out as soon as they can. They don't care about an easy kill. They're just getting the bomb out, because that, at the end of the day, is what's going to win you the game.
Flamesword being scared away is going to clean up a kill. There's an Amish in your face, and Neighbor is going to get blamed before he's able to pick up the double kill, and now he's got evade. Flamesword going to be able to move around the map even easier now. It looks like he's going to grab the bomb and try and push up. His teammates were doing all kinds of damage on health pack, but Flame, knowing we need to control these landings, pushes up. I love the evade. Unfortunately, he's going to be taken down, but for a moment there, that was 3 dead for Status Quo. Impact should be able to push out a bit.
Yeah, right now, it seems the Status Quo is making a home right now in the Impact landing. They've constantly been there, Enabled, dominating that area. Ace with the overkill we saw earlier. If Impact really wants a chance, they're going to need to get Status Quo off that position.
Neighbor once again throwing the bomb up through the lips, tosses it over to the Status Quo landing. He's got to be careful, though, because Status Quo is pushing from that direction.
And Impact right now is finding themselves stuck on the bottom of the map, right? And I don't know why they're going there. They've never gone there all game long. Just keep fighting for gold. Landing is the most important. Don't worry about bottom middle.
Enable throwing some grenades down the spiral. 18:29 left on the clock. That means we're about 3 minutes and now 23 seconds away. Oh, Scott, you're getting all excited. The pistol came out.
Man, I haven't seen the pistol used since APG on Saturday morning, where he picked up a triple kill, and Enable's just destroying with it. I don't know why people don't pick it up more.
I actually was about to say, I think I really like it. When you talk about the melees in this game, it takes 3 melees. But that's a game right there. Or 3-2, but when the pistol, it takes a 1 shot and 2 melees to get the kill. The pistol shoots a lot faster than the DMR, and it's got a way faster melee.
Yeah, you know, Chris, I think you might be right here. So hard to get these plants on Zealot, and now that we have status quo up 3-2, they've shown such great defense throughout the game. If they can just play more deep for the next 2:30, I think they got this one in the bag. But check this out. We have all of Impact up top, with the exception of Neighbor, who's on a flank here. I think they may be able to put in this bomb if they're able to get 2 or 3 dead.
So right here, a great flank by status quo. Impact not doing the best job controlling the status quo landing, and once again you see you don't control that spot, the other team's going to come right up behind you.
Status quo doing a great job stealing that bomb from Impact, getting it out of their base. Assault's going to toss it up, blue landing. Enable on your screen right now, raining down fire on Amish Acorns from above. Ace is going to lift up as well. Enable, knowing that Ace is injured, is going to try and move in to help out. Player top middle is going to get called out, and it looks like Enable is just going hunting right here.
Yeah, he's just evading all over the place, cleaning up kills. Now he's going to just get into the other team's base, get behind them, and cause a distraction. As that's happening, Assault's just going to move the bomb in. Hopefully they'll get a plant.
I'm watching Neighbor and Lethal run side by side at this point. 2 of the most skilled players on the circuit in Halo Reach right now, pushing together. Enable picking up a double kill though. Flame Sword and the rest of the status quo crew are just doing too good of a job weakening players before Enable even looks at them.
Yeah, great teamwork right now. You can't say it enough, but the fact that Enable lived that blows my mind.
And he's got a spree, Scott. 5 in a row. We've seen it time and time again here from Enable, make it a 6th spree. And he's going to move over for the new power weapon. So even though there's just 1:10 left on the clock, status quo, they're not slowing down. We got another plant here from Flamesword, and Enable's turn to get an extermination. He's got the double, looking up that spiral. No one here from Impact is going to push out. Amish tries to get away, but Enable's just too much of a crack shot with his sniper. That's his first miss, but it is 4-2 with just 48 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, in the second half of this game, going on a killing frenzy right now by Enable. They are just absolutely outslaying this Impact team. You can tell Impact almost have no idea what to do at this point.
So I think it was really just a slow start for status quo. Since then, these guys have really turned on the jets.
Couldn't agree more with you, but this is going to be the deciding factor. We've yet to see Impact actually go down in a series. If they can bounce back, this is a real deal. This team deserves to be up here.
Coming up next, we got Capture the Flag on Countdown, all new crazy game type, but we're going to finish this one out in Zealot Assault. 10 seconds left on the clock until we say that status quo officially has won the game. The players will end it, and once again, you're seeing Enable at the end of a game that status quo has wrapped up start to rub it in the face of their opponents, literally. All right, there we go. Status quo takes game number 3. They're now going to be up 2-1 in the series. Props to our number 3 seeded squad.
Can't say enough about them. Great execution. Ace and Enable just destroying that entire game.
And we're going to take a look at the stats here. Thank you, Genius. Enable, 39 kills, Scott, really filling that main Slayer's shoes, dropping the plus 19 on the other side. They simply outslayed Impact. Check that out. All 4 players going negative. Status quo leads the series 2-1. We'll be back with game number 4 after this. Dallas, Texas, part of MLG Championship Sunday. We're going into game number 4. But guys, we have to thank our sponsor, NOS. Cheers, fellas. Keeping us awake. We've been casting since 10 a.m. and now it's time for game number 4. Let's get this one started right now. It's Capture the Flag on Countdown.
Capture the flag.
So here we go, status quo, 1 game away from headed to our finals, our championship match here in Dallas. Impact needing this one to take it to game number 5, Team Slayer. We are watching Enable at the start of this game. I love that route. He's going to fight out his window, push up through the vent, and now he has the sniper, which he was using to light up faces in that last game type.
Great job from Enable here. Notice the confidence, not backing down versus Neighbor and trying to make a statement instantly. This is going to put doubt in Neighbor's head. It puts doubt in anyone's head, especially when you're just getting demolished in a long-range battle.
Lethal is able to evade away from that second shot from Enable. Ace is going to be taken out, so Enable's going to have to watch his own back, turn around with the grenades. But Chris, 3 members of status quo dead. We got 3 members alive here from Impact. How does Enable need to play this?
Enable's going to have to play this really smart. If I'm him, I'm just going to watch my flag and make sure that Impact's not going to get an easy pull. And I'm kind of expecting to see what type of countdown CTF game we're going to see here. We watched last night Impact getting 3 caps in under 2 minutes against a great team and Believe the Hype. I want to know, and Status Quo, another fantastic team in this game tonight. I can't wait to watch the rest of this game.
Enable finally going to be taken down by a grenade, but he survives for the first minute 10 of opener here. We got Amish Acorns, though, running a flag. He's going to drop it off to Neighbor, who's going to finish this run. And a double snipe. Flamesword says, denied, son. Humping the bodies and returning the flag. Who knew that the captain had a sniper in his back pocket?
I sure didn't. Wow, great job, Flamesword.
That was sick by Flamesword right there. Just ripping it out and hitting the double headshot.
That was so dirty. He took out 2 sprinting players with those snipes. That was absolutely nasty, Flame. Keep it up, my friend. We will keep you on the main screen. We got Flamesword moving in. There's the evade who's going to pick it up, but Adrenaline is going to beat him down before he can get to it.
Reset.
Meanwhile, I'm looking around at all 8 screens. We got Ace with the sniper, only 1 bullet in it. Adrenaline had that sniper for a second, but I would love to see what Ace is doing so far. He had a rough start from what I've been watching, but it looks like he's now getting in position, and Status Quo is starting to push together as a team.
Yeah, and this is where we're really going to see the bait and switch shine on a map like this. There's so many doorways, so many places to run away and come back from. I really think Status Quo is going to be able to win this map just by using their 2-man teamwork.
Lethal up on your monitor right now. Looks like he wants to go outside, but he has to play defense. Assault was pushing in with that sniper, and Lethal's going to drop his shield and now go outside. Chris, if you could, keep an eye on the power weapon times for us. I'd love to know when they're coming up and tell us which player to switch to, because Status Quo seems to be doing a great job of controlling them.
Well, right now, rockets are coming up in about 2 seconds, and Impact is ready and waiting for him.
There we go. So we got the rockets in the hands of Adrenaline now. Amish Acorns has a sniper of his own. It looks like the fresh sniper sitting up on top of the Status Quo vent. So before we saw Status Quo controlling the power weapons, now it's Impact starting. Let's see if they're going to be able to convert a flag using them. Nice spinning rocket. He thought Enable was dead, but Enable comes back from behind the wall, takes him out, and steals his rockets. Acorn's the only member alive, using that sniper that he had earlier to stay alive inside the Status Quo base. But we got Enable on your screen right now. He is hunting.
And a great job by Enable to throw in the jetpack there. Adrenaline didn't even expect the jetpack to even be a possibility in that situation.
I didn't either. I was like, uh-oh, Enable's dead. Oh, never mind. He's on the ceiling right now.
I didn't. What?
Enable?
Wow!
Is Enable strong side?
I think he...
Did he just teleport behind Neighbor right there?
I think he dropped the flag and jetpacked over him.
Flag stolen.
Enable's staying alive when he shouldn't be dead. I don't know how this kid's doing it. Looks like the flag is out here. Impact trying to move it. Status Quo, their flag's out as well.
Covered. Flag reset.
Flags return back home after 4 minutes. And guys, I think it's time for another listen in. Let's crank up the Astros as we listen in with Enable Status Quo.
Nice. One down.
I'm
Big
under
door.
this.
Big door.
The flag, maybe.
Not the flag.
Radio, guys.
The jetpack, Aaron. The triangle jetpack.
Radio,
guys.
Our radio.
Two down.
Our radio.
He's weak.
He's weak.
Big door.
Running it.
Big door is. He's your flag.
Flag.
Jetpack.
He's weak, guys.
He's on jetpack.
Flag.
Where's that?
Flag. Drop.
One shot.
No, do this.
Hey, 2-1 shot on the third.
Evade.
Aaron, watch the street down in the radio. Aaron, watch the radio.
The street lethal.
Flag. Reset.
Arcade, guys.
Flag.
Triangle.
I'm landing. Don't charge it. Don't charge it.
Try vent.
Where's he going?
Our window, one shot.
Try vent.
Aaron, our toilet.
Our lobby, guys. And our balcony, guys. And our toilet, guys. And our toilet. Dude, our toilet and our balcony. Our small door and our toilet. Left.
One down.
Big
He lost one, Aaron.
Flag.
Nice. Watch another one, Aaron. I'm watching it. Watch the big one, Aaron.
He's in there.
He's running flat with jetpack.
Flag.
Aaron, keep running.
Flag.
Drop.
They're window. They're street and window. They're street and window. Look in the street. Triangle.
Neighbors one shot, guys. Neighbors one shot. One shot, guys. Dude, we got
Reset. Flag. Stolen.
There's a guy one shot. Get rocked, guys. We gotta get rocked.
One shot.
He's gonna be out of rockets, dude.
There's 3 guys on the. Anyone here?
No, we don't have background.
I'm not neighbors. There's 3 of them. Another one of ours. One shot, neighbors. We never killed neighbors. Never killed neighbors. One shot.
That one's one shot on rocks also, guys.
Small doors.
Fuck, you got me, dude. Small door.
Stay alive.
Mike, he's on our flag. He's on our flag right now. They still have rockets. Running our flag, guys. Running it.
Read their corner. They make the line. Push the corner.
Flag. Stolen.
Nice shot, guys. Help me down. One shot. TJ, research.
Flag.
Dead. 3 dead. Watch out, base. Bomb center. Nice. Follow my base, guys. Follow my base, guys. They're flag. Pulling it.
Reset.
Guys, push together.
Stay alive.
One dead.
Stay alive. Snipe 2, guys. Our square, stay alive.
I got help.
Our square, guys. Our square.
Watch outside, actually.
Snipe 2, guys. Ace. Outside, guys. Our back. Behind you, Jordan. Get in their flag.
Flag. Taken.
Everyone needs to run back.
Neighbors, we
One
can
just spawned. One just spawned at their base.
He's going on our triangle with it. They spawned their big door. They spawned their big door.
Our big door. Curious.
Jetpack somewhere. Yeah, he's spawned Charlotte for 2 of our bubbles.
Flag.
In our base. There's 2 of our base.
We got Naded.
One right.
Stolen.
Flags up their Flags hiding their lobby lift. They're bottom of the lobby lift.
Stay alive. We got a basement.
We got a sniper.
Their lobby lift.
Yeah, he's hiding.
I think he went up. He's on back ramp. Dude, on evade, guys. On evade right now. Our back ramp.
Our flag. On charge jet. Which flag?
I don't know. No. Our triangle. He's dead. Let's go. Get in the base. Triangle, Mike. Triangle. 3 down. Nice, 3 down.
Which flag?
One's on spawn.
Flag.
I don't know.
He's the windows. Front of the base.
Flag.
Yeah, return.
He's dead.
They're gonna be on me. They're gonna be coming to our flag. They're straight. I'm gonna die, dude. They're nading.
I got it. Our back ramp. Our small door.
They're straight.
They're straight on the street, guys. They're window. 10 seconds. On catwalk, guys. On catwalk.
Wait. One shot.
One shot. They're bubble, guys.
Our window.
Stay alive, Mike. Stay alive, guys.
Our window.
Flag.
If you spawn in our window. Amish in our window.
One shot.
They're back ramp.
And they're flag. One shot. They're on the hell flag. Backstage, clear. One shot.
I need it backstage. Basement, one shot.
There's 2 of them in.
They're back ramp.
Last one. No, they're flag.
We have rockets this minute. Watch your triangle.
One alive, guys.
Flag. Reset.
S2 guys, help. One shot. S2 down. T down.
Let's do it again.
S2 guys, I'm trying one shot.
I'm coming to help you.
Stop challenging, guys. Nice shit. Let's go, baby.
Watch your jet.
Flag.
I'm your back.
Watch us three.
Let's go, guys.
Flag.
Guys, rockets in 25. Rockets in 20. Rockets in 20. Guys.
Flag.
I got it.
Watch out, rockets. Rockets in 15. Rockets in 15. Let's go, guys. We have to get these rockets. Make a push for these rockets. Sniper R3. Sniper R back ramp. They have sniper R3. He's outside with sniper.
And our
rockets. Stay alive. Just stay alive.
They're going to lift up outside. They're going to lift up
back ramp, guys.
You guys outside.
Hurry up, rockets. Stay alive. Stay alive. Stay alive.
You got to watch flag.
Flag. Stolen.
Watch out, Snipe 2, guys.
He's on evade.
Flag. Rock. Flag. Stolen.
So after our listen in, the score is 2-1. Impact in the lead right now, but we have a flag out. It looks like Status Quo trying to pull a flag. It's over near their jetpack. Can Impact get in to get the return, Chris?
No, I don't think they're going to be able to get this return here. Status Quo doing a fantastic job escorting this flag back to its own base. And there you see it, Ace putting in the cap, tying it 2-2.
All right, and I hear a little bit of cheering out there in the crowd. It sounds like we got a few more Status Quo fans than we do Instinct. 2-2, all tied up. Remember, here on Countdown, we're going to 5 kills. Scott, during that listen-in, what did you see from the Impact lineup?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, and the main thing that's impressing me right now is the ability of every single player to step up, and Adrenaline positioned himself in his own base with the sniper, which is very unique because most of the times you want to either move up top or go to the other team's garage door, but he was destroying the other team with it, and now he's really ready to run in the flag. Now they're up 3-2. It seems the counter cap is the best way for Impact to score so far this game.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit earlier today. So much easier to counter cap after your opponent makes mistakes than it is to just force a brutal cap here on Countdown, because the other team, they can get to your base in about 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, but the one thing that I'm kind of confused about is I've seen Status Quo not really being able to go grab.
Think they're going to go down? No, they just come right back. They take game number 4. That means we're headed to a game number 5. Let's take a look at the stats here from that last one. Amish Acorns, 24 kills, +9, the most positive player in the game. Adrenaline, his teammate from the Combine, dropping 25 as well. The young guns doing big things, Scott.
It seems the top control benefited them a lot right there, and Status Quo just couldn't adjust to their play style. Next time, Status Quo maybe goes, top a little bit more.
Well, there was a lot of great battles almost the entire game long, but it just seemed that Impact was coming out on top. There might be all 4 members on each team fighting each other. Impact with the last guy alive every single time, and that's why they won that game.
All right, well, we are going to give you a minute to go grab a Dr. Pepper out of the fridge, pop some popcorn. We'll be back with game number 5 after commercial break.
The Major League Gaming Pro Circuit is brought to you by
The winners bracket finals between Status Quo and Impact, Dallas, Texas. Let me hear some noise.
They'll get better as the weekend goes on. Oh, wait, it's Sunday. You guys need to step it up.
Come on! Sitting next to me, I have the beautiful Pro Circuit Halo Reach Trophy. One of our teams will be walking away with that at the end of this weekend. Right now, we're about to find out who will advance to the finals first. Is it Status Quo or is it Impact? It's time for game number 5, Team Slayer on Element. Here we go, guys. We are starting off with Amish Acorns, who's at top of the leaderboard, putting in all kinds of flags. He dropped 24 kills. Scott, what are you expecting to see out of Impact here? I was watching all 4 monitors to see who's going for the camel. I think they're just going to bait it.
I think that's a pretty smart move, especially at the beginning. Then everyone knows the time by then, and then you can kind of figure it out. But I think I got to give Status Quo the edge here because their teamwork and communication is far, far more superior than it is Impact's.
Well, one thing I would say, Flamesword actually grabbed the camo off the beginning, saw a guy going for the grenade launcher and chased him down, only to get double teamed or maybe triple teamed by Impact. Great play right there, great teamwork.
Impact protecting that power weapon. Looks like Lethal had it for a bit. It was the grenade launcher, but we're going to switch our screen over to Assault. 5-4 after the first 45 seconds. SQ on top. And Assault, he loves this new tube, dropping all the shields, but he's running through grenades.
It's like it's like it's attracted to him. Like he has a gravitational pull for the grenade launcher to come to him.
Maybe he spawned with it. I don't even know. He seems to always have it.
Nice shot there, hitting Acorns in the body. He's cleaning up his own kill, 8-5. And now you're seeing all kinds of blue arrows. They're just swarming together here on Status Quo.
Yeah, they're doing a great job right here. Kind of using each other's teamwork. This game type is going to go really fast. These guys better make sure their shots are on fire right now, because that's really what this game is going to come down to in the end.
Just like Amplified in Halo 3, it's really about the communication, positioning, and most importantly, the team shot. You'll see a lot of bait switching as we saw earlier, but most of the time you're really just going to see people run in pairs, if not trios.
And Impact needs Neighbor to step it up right now. So far, he has 0 kills. This is not Neighbor-like. On Amplified, Neighbor used to destroy. If they want to win, Neighbor needs to step it up right now.
After Flamesword dies, I'd love to check out and see what is going wrong with Neighbor. If Scott's calling him out, something must be a problem. Right now, we got Flamesword getting position top, middle, and watch how he's just going to move in. Status Quo was running the spawns for a little bit there. They were able to build up a 5-kill lead, but finally Flame's going to go down. Neighbor's up top, middle, and was unable to grab that camo. Instead, Ace is going to pick it up.
Yeah, clutch play right there by Ace. You saw him try to sprint, grab the camo. Choked a little bit by running into the side, not into the little indent where you can grab it. But now Ace has got camo grenade launcher. Look for him to do some big things right now.
So hard to see the camos here in Halo Reach compared to Halo 3. Ace should be able to sneak up on some opponents here. There you see Amish just walk right past him, and he's going to get pummeled for it. Nice positioning from Ace coming up behind 2 players. Now it's Lethal's turn, but there he is going to get converged on. It looks like Neighbor Scott really working well with Lethal. We saw it in the earlier game fights. Those two love to run together, and when they do, it's 2 of the nastiest DMRs on the same squad pushing at you.
And Lethal's doing a good job pretty much baiting Neighbor. Neighbor's just getting thrown out there like he's bait.
Yeah, one of the major things I'm seeing wrong right now with this Impact squad is they keep staying at the same base they're spawning at. It looks almost as if Status Quo is on purpose just sprinting around the map trying to confuse Impact, and then where Impact should be running out, they're staying together, making it way too easy for the Status Quo team to get kills.
30-23, you're watching Neighbor on your screen. Genius is going to take you to the players who are shooting the best. At the moment, you see Neighbor out shooting Flamesword for that kill. And now it looks like Neighbor is going to continue to apply pressure on Status Quo. Flamesword coming off the respawn, trying to help Enable, but now it's a one-on-one once again, and Flame's going to have to dip out. Neighbor looking for him, can't connect, and finally hits the back left corner of Flamesword's head. Perfect shots from Neighbor.
Great job by Neighbor to actually tracking down Flamesword. Now this is exactly what you're talking about, Chris. Here's where they need to push out. But the reason they like this base is because they want a foundation. They want that anchor to watch everyone else. But it's not working out, especially versus this team. They just need to be aggressive.
Yeah, this top middle position seems to be the key right now. Not necessarily to get kills, but instead to distract the other team and allow your teammates to kind of come from behind the other team.
34-29, now make that 35-29. Status Quo still with the lead, but Neighbor is going to be able to steal that camo, and Lethal is going to pick up a nice kill on Ace protecting him. So Neighbor has 1 red health bar. Now he picks up the health pack. That's going to be huge because earlier he was just 1 grenade away from dying. Now he'll be able to survive a grenade. Doesn't have to be finished with a headshot. There's the double. Can Neighbor get away?
Oh, excellent play right there using the wall to help him out. Great job by Neighbor. The sneakiest player when he gets this camo on this map. They're coming back. They're down by 2 kills.
Fantastic comeback from Impact. Whip on the melee. Got juked out 39-36, make it 40-36. Status Quo starting to pull away once again. We're jumping on board with Team Captain Flamesword. And I love the way Flamesword plays. He doesn't chase after anything. He just shoots what he sees. He calls out the players that are injured, and he tries to stay alive. All of his teammates are going to push in and get nice angles on the players that overcommit, trying chasing after Flamesword. 44-38 now. Status Quo building an even bigger lead. Make that 45-38.
Awesome communication, awesome shots so far from the Status Quo squad.
Enable pushing up from under the base, working with Flamesword, finishing off the kills once again. Flamesword grabbing that pistol, and Genius, when we get a chance, go to Enable. He just got a triple kill. The kid is not missing a shot right now. There's another perfect 3 as he picks up the kill on Homage. They're going for number 50. Quo advances to the finals. Status Quo advances to our championship match. Later on tonight, you will see Impact drop down to compete in the losers bracket finals, where they will be facing off against the winner of Believe the Hype and Warriors. We have an epic matchup coming up after this. But right now, guys, let's take a look at the stats from that previous game. Enable topping the leaderboard, 18-10, +8. Flamesword, you are watching him. It only says 1 assist, but he did so much for the team that game.
Yeah, there's not enough you can say about that guy. And like I said, Neighbor jumped off to a rough start, but I think he's going to be able to bounce back, especially in this losers finals.
Yeah, surprising to me that Neighbor had the least amount of kills on his team. Usually Amplified, if we compare that map to Amplified, he was amazing at that map. But you got to say the Status Quo teamwork really excelling in there. They team shot, Flamesword's communication. That 1 assist doesn't show how much Flamesword really meant to that team.
All right, we are going to head to a commercial break. After that, we will wrap up our first match of the night, the winners bracket final. Status Quo wins 3-2 over Impact. We'll wrap that up and prepare you for the losers bracket finals coming up next.